Life with children and relationships is a little more complicated, if you know what I mean. So definitely take everything that I'm saying as like with a grain of salt, right? Because your specific situation and nuanced life will determine exactly how you want to set up your relationship and your boundaries and the things that you feel comfortable with. Every single one of my clients that goes through a process of like imagining relationships, reimagining relationships, inviting their partner into it with them, we go through a series of exercises, questions, and sessions just to get to the bottom of like, what is it that you want to create? Like, what would just be the most meaningful, juicy, sexy, lovely relationship that's creating a life that you want for you and your children, right? And how can we invite your partner into that and also take into account what your partner wants? If you are in a situation where you're dating someone with children, then that's definitely a conversation to be had. So, like, for example, I've seen people that have purchased a duplex.
Okay, I'm going to stop here. So, yeah, she's responding to a single mom who sounds like she met another guy who also has kids. And I just did a coaching video on this. It was about divorced dads marrying divorced women. You don't need to settle, guys. You know how these women always love to tell each other, no, never settle, girl. No, I mean, but it's complete BS. Well, I'm telling you guys, you do not need to settle for a single mom or a divorced woman, even if you yourself, okay, even if you yourself has kids, even if you yourself has been divorced, you do not need to settle for a divorced woman being a divorced man. Why? Because younger women, okay, the key word here is younger women, will accept you, will date you, will even marry you regardless without any hesitation. Whereas for guys, we will hold, we will hesitate. We don't want to, hook up with a single mom or B, a woman who's been divorced, or worse, both. Right? Yeah, we don't want that, especially if we've never been married or had kids, because we want to do that ourselves and start fresh with somebody who's never done that, right? It's like going to a movie. You don't want to go to a movie that you want to see, that you really want to see with somebody who's already seen it, right? You'd rather go with a friend who's never seen it. That way you could experience it together. So it's the same thing with these, hooking up with single moms or divorced women. It's like, you don't want to hook up with them when they've already done that number, right, with somebody else. It's just no fun. So, yeah, as a divorced man, don't settle for these divorced women or these single moms. Like she's, like this creator is encouraging her to do, right? It's like she's basically putting her in the position of, make sure you know your boundaries and guys, don't put up with this malarkey. You don't need to, because this is what you're going to get, FYI. If you marry a divorced woman as a divorced man, or even a single man, which is worse, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get this talk about I'm confident now. Oh, I know what I want. Oh, you better abide by my boundaries. Why? You don't need to deal with that, right? You just don't need to deal with that.
So like, for example, I've seen people that have purchased a duplex and one family lives on one side and the other family lives on the other instead of completely blending, right? So there's like...
Why even do that? Why even go through that? Like, she's talking about getting a duplex. I mean, the way, as expensive as real estate is now, duplexes are usually pretty pricey, at least here in California. I mean, they go for big dollars because you get investors buying them and they know they could rent them out. So why even do that? You don't need to do that, okay? And blend families and do this Brady Bunch thing? No, you can just start fresh with a woman who has no kids, who's never been married, even if you are divorced and have kids. She will help raise your children.
50 Shades of Grey in living apart together, or in just blended, unblended life in general. So it really is going to come down to what you feel comfortable with and what your boundaries are and what your personal values are, and then basing the relationship off of those things. Well, also...
Dude, as a single mom, you have no more value, right? Nobody wants to date a single mom, okay? 40 women who are her own age, 45 years old, 45-year-old men do not want to date a single mom, even if they have kids themselves. Yeah, sounds hypocritical, right? They do not want to date a single mom. Okay, because even just instinctually, these guys know they don't need to date a single mom. They can get with a woman who is half their age, that will accept them as they are. Start fresh, start a new life. Don't need to buy a duplex. You could buy a regular freaking house, right? 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 2 car garage. None of this, split duplex stuff. No, you don't have to do this, guys. You don't have to settle for this. This chick is bonkers.
Recognizing and realizing that whatever relationship dynamic you pick, there's effort to maintain and sustain it. So even if blending a family seems quote unquote easier, there's still a lot of work that you have to do in order to maintain it. Just like if you were living separately, there's going to be work that you need to do to maintain the connection between the two of you and whatever you agree on and negotiate for when it comes to like kids being involved with each other. So we go over all of this in my one-to-one mentorship, and we also go over all of this in my Living Apart Together course. So I do have a wait list up in my profile if you are interested in learning more about living apart together and doing this post-divorce life thing. Would love to see you there, and you can hop on the wait list. Link is in my profile. All right, love you, bye.
Yeah, this is what I love about the red pill guys, is it's awakening dudes to this nonsense here. The more guys that awaken to this, the less that these broads can sell these programs to these chicks where, they're like, oh, I'm going to empower you as a divorced single mom and, your value is still there. It's not. Just be honest with her, right? And I mean, and back in the day, before all this red pill stuff, guys were blue pill, so they didn't know any better. You didn't know any better. You're like, okay, I mean, I'll settle for the divorced single mom as long as she's nice, whatever. You were doing these things, whereas now you realize, like, wait a minute, M says I don't have to. He's probably got a point to this. And then the more you go out there and, experience this red pill lifestyle, you start to realize, like, shoot, I do have the power as a man. How come nobody told me this? How come nobody notified me? I didn't get the memo. Well, now you're getting the memo, son. Next clip. Another one.
If I can offer you any piece of advice going through a divorce is, and I really hope that someone takes this, you have to have realistic expectations for what you're about to go through. I'm not talking about the legal aspects of a divorce. I'm talking about the emotional aspects of a divorce. The separation, if you have kids, having to deal with that, just grieving the death of what you thought you were going to have that you're not having anymore. And this is regardless of you initiating the divorce or someone initiating it with you. It is a process to feel whole again, and it takes time, and you have to be super gentle and patient with yourself. Now, don't get me wrong, you could avoid all of this and just jump into the next relationship.
That's most women do.
Follow you, your insecurities, your low self-esteem, all of that. So just do the work and be patient.
Yeah, great advice, but most women aren't going to listen to her, right? They're going to do exactly what she was warning women not to do, which is jump into the next relationship. And FYI, this obviously she doesn't realize this, but most women, and there's a statistic on this too, most women who file divorce overwhelmingly already have the next guy lined up, right? This is what we call hypergamy. They've already got some dude lined up because they don't start filing for divorce and thinking of divorce. None of this enters their head until they got the next guy lined up, right? I mean, if you want to talk about some famous dudes where you could see this on a macro level, Tom Brady, right? His wife, Giselle, what did she do? She monkey branched to the jiu-jitsu instructor. The guy she claimed, we're just friends, I'm just learning jiu-jitsu while she was married to Tom. Suddenly, once she starts taking jiu-jitsu, she starts thinking about divorcing Tom, right? Same thing with Kevin Costner's wife. Kevin Costner's wife didn't think about divorce until she met the next door neighbor who was like a billionaire. Now she's with that guy. I mean, we can go on and on. So, yeah, you really have to ask yourself, oh, who's the latest one? Never mind. But I mean, we could go on and on with this, right? But as always, gentlemen, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think is a nice coaching video. Even if you're a divorced man, would you marry a divorced woman? Let me know below, because I don't know many guys who would these days. That's a great thing about the red pill. It's waking up a lot of guys. It's doing guys a lot of good. And yeah, more dudes are not falling for this little bait and switch here.
All right, this is M from the 33 Secrets signing out here with the Lamborghini. Yes, it's my Lambo. Go to Matt Cross Official, my IG, see the entire process of me purchasing this vehicle. It took about 2 months to close, and the same guy who delivered my DeLorean also delivered my Lamborghini. TJ at Florida Exotic Transport. If you ever need to transport a muscle car, exotic car, he's your man. So very excited about this vehicle. It's actually a pretty rare find. It's Rossifesto Red, which is one of the rarest colors for Lamborghini. It's a $14,880 option, believe it or not. I was on a hunt for one for over 2 years, just like I was my DeLorean. Finally found one. It's got super low miles, 11K, not bad. And we're going to be featuring this car a lot more here on the channel for many years to come. This is gorgeous, isn't it? Whew. Oh my gosh, take a look at this. It hasn't dried yet, but I'm still putting this on there. It's my IG tag. But as always, gentlemen, make sure you smash that like button. Smash that like button below. Do it for the Lamborghini and the DeLorean. I still have it, by the way. I'm not selling the DeLorean. I'll probably keep this car for a little bit, but DeLorean is going to stay. So we'll get the DeLorean back on here pretty soon. But enjoy the Lamborghini. And again, smash the like button. Smash that subscribe button as well. Helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, platinum pill content that I'm teaching you even further, best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there into the world and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students all around the world now are out there approaching and closing every single week. And I kid you not, we are making it happen every single week. And I want you to become one of us. I want you to join us. And right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons from me in Mastery. So take advantage of it. It's the best way to support my work. If you love what I'm doing here, if you love what I'm teaching you here, and you feel like I've added value to your life, this is the best way to pay me back. Get into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months of Mastery. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I'll see you in my next coaching video. I'm out with the Lambo. Till next time. Whew, so sweet.